Well, Everett Constanelli, I told you. You bet on me, you would get your legacy back. And bam, what happened? But if you want that championship back, you're gonna have to hold your end of the deal.
Jordan, of course, I held up my end of the deal because I am simply a man of my word. Not only did I return your friend, but I also helped him out with getting his feet firmly back on the ground. All expenses paid, of course. However, with our end of the deal being met, I'd love to do a few more business arrangements with you. See, now that I know that you're a capable worker, I'm sure you and your friend can be quite useful to me. No? So what do you say?
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, I am your solo commentator, forever and always, Michael Anthony, and welcome to Three Lions Episode 7. Let's get this action-packed night started off here with Bezbojna Rejka, Jakub Mazur, taking on the debuting HOH.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Warsaw, Poland, he weighed in tonight at 385 pounds, bez Bośna, Jakub Mazur!
And welcome to Three Lions episode 7. As I said, this is our first show back since our hot pay-per-view night, Adapt or Die, possibly our best show we've had yet for Three Lions. We're looking to continue that momentum here tonight with Jakub Mazur already having his next match here in Three Lions since his match at Adapt or Die, defeating Jay Logan in a very surprisingly dominant fashion. And in the process of defeating Jay Logan, he has become kind of a hated person by our common British crowd here in Newcastle upon Tyne. Calling him names, saying that he's just a big German even though he's Polish. But none of that phases Jakub Mazur, none of that dictates how he wrestles in that ring. And it's a wrestling style I have never seen from anybody his size and weight. 6'10", 385 pounds, and he wrestles with the technicality on par of wrestlers like Nabo.
And his opponent, from Baltimore, Maryland, he weighed in tonight at 198 pounds. He is the one and only H.O.H.
And out comes this young acquisition to Three Lions. He has been signed for a while, but unfortunately he hasn't gotten the opportunity to make his debut for this grand promotion. And here tonight he has a staggering challenge to debut against. Talking about a foot in size difference, more than a foot in size difference, and nearly 200 pounds in weight difference. Clearly HOH is not going to be able to do a lot of his offense, which involves lifting his opponents, because there is absolutely no way this 198-pounder is going to be able to lift up the giant Jakub Mazur. HOH has wrestled mostly on the smaller indies, and he's looking to make his name heard here in the one of the largest indie promotions in the world in Three Lions. You can see HOH, he's nice and hyped up. He's excited to make his debut, but that excitement might go away once he steps up to this Polish giant. And we ring the bell, and you can already see the ridiculous size difference between HOH and Jakub Mazur. HOH shaking his head. He has to size up what he's going to do here. Mazur, the gentleman, is always allowing the first strike for HOH, but now Jakub just backs him up into the corner, of course, with superior strength, unmatched by nearly anyone in this promotion. Mazur allowing HOH for the first move, but Jakub Mazur just on top of it here. Big shoulder block into HOH's shoulder as he's got this arm wrenched on. Now he's dropping him down to a knee for a lower position. This is very tough for HOH to be in. Of course, even if he's standing upright, he's still in a lower position compared to Jakub Mazur. And now they go back into the collar elbow tie-up again, but Jakub Mazur still has the technical advantage here. I'd say that HOH's only hope in this match is to try to avoid being in grounded positions like he is right now. And look at this. This is what he's trying to do. He's trying to get out of it, because Jakub Mazur has the much superior ground game, but he backs him up off that headlock. And now look at this expert arm drag right into an arm lock. Jakub Mazur staying on HOH, making sure there is no distance made between them, because then HOH can show off his superior athleticism in speed and agility. As you can see here, evasive maneuvers, backflips out of that hammerlock position. Got a leapfrog, and another one. Oh, now look at that, ducks under Jacob, but Jacob catches him in the Hurricane Rana. There is no way HOH was going to be able to take him over. And oh, big enziguri. This is what HOH needs to do. High flying maneuvers, stumbles Jacob only, and now he looks for another move off that front handspring, but Jacob made sure to stay on him. He had it scouted, and now he's going after that arm, like he likes to do with most of his opponents. And this is all to set up for Jakub Mazur's signature submission maneuver he calls the Kavavi Special. It is a very unique, power-based arm submission that almost no one else in this business could do like Jakub Mazur. And now look at this, just expert technicality, staying on that arm. Now Jacob going straight back to that arm. He is not giving HOH any space at all. Now look at this, even more dirty, stepping on the metacarpals in the hand of HOH. Oh, and he even switches over to the other arm. As you can hear, obviously the crowd doesn't quite appreciate Jakub Mazur's slow and methodical pace, making fun of his size and weight, but that does not faze Jakub Mazur. HOH quite stunned. He's got the number on him here now. Oh geez, big power move by Jakub Mazur, tossing him all the way across the ring. HOH, what could he be looking for here? Oh, look at this, more evasive maneuvers, backflipping over Jakub Mazur. He dodges that clothesline and hits a big drop kick, only stumbling Jakub Mazur again. I don't think a man as small as HOH is going to be able to knock down Jakub Mazur, but he could be able to if he's going after the legs like he is right now, trying to chop down the massive redwood. That is Jakub Mazur. He gets him down with a super kick. One to the knee and one to the face. He's got Jakub Mazur stumbled, and this is exactly what HOH needs to do. He needs to power on this quick offense here. Now look at this drop toe hold. Oh, now look at this. HOH was targeting the legs just a second ago, and he's looking to keep on that leg offense with this leg-laced chancery here. You can see the size difference in their heads even, but Jakub Mazur, being the superior submission artist, gets out of... Oh no. Oh no, don't turn around, HOH. Oh God! Oh my God! Jakub Mazur wasn't happy with that offense that HOH just had against him. And that is the thing with Jakub Mazur. He is a ring general, and if it's not going to his pace, well, he'll do things like... Oh no. He'll do things like that to you, to tell you that as the crowd is saying, you fucked up. Excuse my language there, I am getting caught up in this hype here. Jakub Mazur is clearly not pleased with the performance he's having here against this small high flyer in HOH. And oh no, not again! Oh! Oh my God, you can just see the sweat fly off of HOH's chest. It's like he just chopped all of the moisture out of HOH's body. Jakub Mazur, oh, he's not even wrestling the match anymore. He's just trying to teach HOH a lesson not to outspeed Bezbožňarenka. And he's just pounding in those fists to the chest. Oh God, oh jeez. And that final one dealt the most damage. You can see the welts forming on HOH's chest. I think that's the most chops I've seen HOH, or seen Jakub Mazur deliver in a match. He very much doesn't like high flyers. Now look at this, went for the fireman's carry position, but HOH getting the hell out of dodge. And that drop kick to the knee takes Jakub Mazur down. And now HOH looking to do what he does best. Low pace Suicida, but it doesn't even knock down Jakub Mazur. He absorbed it like a true super heavyweight, and he did it again. Still knocking down Jakub Mazur. What can he do here? Oh, jeez! He went for the conventional tope suicida, but he only got clocked straight in the face with that ginormous right fist by Bezbozhnareka, Jakub Mazur. Oh, and HOH is rocked, but Jakub Mazur got back in the ring. Is he looking for a count-out victory? No, Mazur isn't thinking of, oh my God, look out, oh, come on. Oh, Jakub Mazur just laughing in the face of HOH, and HOH doesn't seem to like the mockery here by Jakub Mazur. Clearly he wasn't going to suicide dive, but now HOH picking up the speed yet again and actually taking Jakub Mazur off guard. Oh, look at this front handspring into a headlock, into a head scissors takeover. HOH with this speedy comeback maneuvers, went for a cutter, but Jakub Mazur pushed him out of the way. But HOH able to counter what Jakub Mazur had in mind with that leg lariat. And now he's got him in sublime position, a very rare position HOH has against Jakub Mazur. Oh God, super kick straight under the jaw of Jakub Mazur. He goes for the cover, first cover of this match. And oh, Jakub Mazur almost stayed down for the 3 count. This could be massive for HOH in this first match of the night. Crowd chanting for HOH. Come on, kid, this is your sublime opportunity. Stop wasting time. Super kick him in the jaw again and get the 3 count. He's setting up for it again. Jakub Mazur. Oh, Jakub dodged it this time, and holy crap! Did I just see Jakub Mazur leave his feet for a shotgun drop kick? I think I did, and oh, he's not done. He's not playing games with HOH. Apron power bomb. Jakub Mazur. Just go for the cover. He's dead now. Oh, come on. This isn't necessary. A shotgun drop kick and an apron power bomb from a giant. You could have just gone for the cover. HOH is clearly out cold right now. Oh no. I don't like the looks of this. Oh! That is it. All nearly 400 pounds sitting down on HOH and flattening him like a pancake. As you can see here, just watch this. Oh my God, I have never even seen Jakub Mazur lift up his feet for a big boot, let alone a drop kick. Jakub Mazur clearly was very PO'd from all the speedy offense HOH gave against him. This only caused Jakub Mazur to just absolutely flatten him.
And the winner of the match, Bezbozhnareka, Jakub Mazur.
A trio of unparalleled power moves. And we continue to see the ginormous grip of Bezbozhnareka tighten around Three Lions Wrestling.
If you didn't know Namo before.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back from the intermission. My throat is already hurting tonight. I didn't expect to see such insane
Ladies and
power
gentlemen,
moves.
the following contest is an open challenge for the Three Lions Wrestling World Heavyweight Championship. Introducing first, from Stevens, he weighed in tonight at 225 pounds. He is the reigning, defending, undisputed Three Lions Wrestling World Heavyweight Champion, J.P. Master!
And out comes our coveted world champion. That's right, you heard it right. This is an open challenge tonight for his world heavyweight championship. It's quite a stacked card tonight. This is only one of two championship matches we are having on this three-match card. As I said, my throat is already hurting due to Jakub Mazur surprising me in the beginning bout of tonight. But now I'm sure my throat's about to be shredded even more. Because surely whoever is willing to step up in an open challenge against JP Masters must be a badass wrestler. And here we go. Who is going to answer this open challenge? Wait a minute. Is that who I think it is? No way! It couldn't be! Are we about to see Wonderful Vogan in three? Wait a minute. The music just stopped. Oh my god. This couldn't be who I think it is. If it is, it makes sense why we just heard Wonderful Vogan's theme song. Oh no!
From Providence, Rhode Island, he weighed in tonight at 263 pounds. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back to professional wrestling. He is the returning, the original Vernon Price!
Oh my god, it definitely is! It's not Wonderful Vogan, but it's the man who trained Wonderful Vogan. It is one of the prolific brawlers and powerhouses of this business. A long-standing veteran, someone we haven't seen for a long time, Vernon Price. We have seen his mark here in Three Lions before with wrestlers such as Jay Logan wrestling in Adapt or Die. As I mentioned before, Vernon trained him as well. And Vernon is making his big-time return here tonight. And as I said, whoever was willing to face JP Masters in an open challenge must be a badass. And well, this man definitely is a badass. I am at a loss for words. I'm getting to commentate a match between JP Masters and Vernon Price. I never thought I would be saying that in the year 2020. Now we get the bell rung. Look at this stare down. Look at that terrifying human being staring at that other terrifying human being. Now we go straight into the lockup here. Now Vernon Price, he is a veteran of this game. However, I hope he doesn't underestimate JP Masters, because one spinning heel kick could end this all, no matter what size you are, and Vernon Price is quite the beefy man. Get the collar elbow tie up again, backs him into the opposite corner. But Vernon Price with the superior strength backing him straight into the middle of the ring, and now Vernon getting the technical advantage here with the arm lock and going straight into the grounded one. Vernon Price, kind of a loose application here, but oh, look at this. JP Masters with an extensive MMA background, turns it into a Fujiwara armbar. But Vernon rolls out of it. We're getting a slow start here. Both men have never met each other in the ring before. They are feeling each other out right now. Going into the headlock here. But Vernon backs him off. Oh, big shoulder tackle. Floors JP Masters, and another one on a drop down. Oh, now look at this. JP Masters looking to wear down the much larger opponent here. Turning it into a sleeper hold. He's got it choking in there. But JP gets met with a jawbreaker there by Vernon Price. And oh, big chop. Backing JP against the ropes. And oh my God. Double-handed chop. Taking down JP Masters, and he goes for the cover and a 2 count early on in this match. And you gotta remember what's on the line here. This is not only a world championship match, but this could be the first time ever that somebody who debuted for Three Lions won a championship on their debut night. Now JP Masters hammers his way out of that head scissors there, and oh, big clothesline takes Vernon Price out of the ring. Now JP follows Vernon Price to the outside. JP not one to take count out victories. Now look at this. Went for a German of some sort there, but Vernon was able to power out of it. And now look at this. Suplex position hangs him on to the steel rails, guarding the crowd. And that's gotta hurt the midsection of JP Masters. Now Vernon Price just showing off JP Masters, weakened to the front row, slamming him face first into the steel steps, taking their time on the outside. Referee has not started his count yet. It is to his discretion, and he's going to let the opponents beat each other up right now. Remember, the victories can only be told inside of the ring. Submission or pinfall, or hell, even referee stoppage. And when you're talking about two people like JP Masters and Vernon Price, that is a very well possibility. Underhanded tactic there by Vernon, choking out JP Masters, but Vernon is not shy to be despicable. Last time we saw him, he was feuding with his protege, the wonderful Vogan. Now look at this striking combination, very skilled, educated feat by JP Masters. And now, oh, turns it into a ground and pound against this muscular man. Hammering down Vernon Price, and now look at this, JP Masters has the advantage against this veteran. Now, JP, oh, big shotgun drop kick. Reminiscent of what we surprisingly saw Jakub Mazur do earlier. Now JP going up to the top. That is unexpected for this ground-based brawler. Big frog splash and a near count by JP. Almost retained his world championship in a surprising manner. But that wouldn't be the only surprising thing we saw here tonight. Now JP looking to get a quicker pace into this match, but Vernon is down to clown. Clotheslining JP Masters multiple times, and now a big elbow drop in the corner. Waiting for JP to get up as he's on the middle rope. What could we be seeing here? Oh geez. He just rolled through into the powerbomb position. What athleticism by Vernon Price. 3 ginormous power bombs. That could be it. He could have just sealed the deal here. But Vernon Price does not pick up the championship in what would be a record-making victory. Vernon hyping himself up and putting JP into the corner here. And now he's getting JP up onto the top rope. This is a very dangerous and risky position here. It could be high risk, low reward in very quick fashion. And, oh, that's exactly what ended up happening. He turned it into a top rope board buster, but oh, look at this Vernon Price. He is just PO'd right now. And JP, he doesn't know what to do, and oh, he caught him. Oh my God! Overhead, belly to belly, sending JP from pillar to post. And now look at this. Oh, he went for his signature running knee strike. He puts away many opponents with that. But JP was able to scout that with a flying triangle hold. But Vernon Price able to punch his way out of it. And now he's got him in that powerbomb position again. Very dangerous position to be in against somebody as muscular as Vernon Price. But JP Masters hammering his way out again. And oh, a DDT! More unexpected maneuvers from this MMA wrestler. But Vernon Price able to kick out after being dropped on his head like that. Oh, jeez. Vernon better be scared now, because this man just took off his glove. Oh, God! That is a dangerous closed fist right there, and he goes for the cover. Oh, and a near count right there. He could have just knocked out Vernon Price. He definitely cleaned his clock. JP seems to be pissed off with the ref there, telling him he should have counted faster. A lot is on the line for both men here. JP trying to retain his coveted world title. I bet JP wishes he had the rest of the Hybrid 4 with him right now to be able to take out this Goliath in Vernon Price. But JP is staying on Vernon real hard here. Vernon clearly rocked. He is slowly getting up, and now look at this ripcord position. Oh, but JP wasn't able to get that fist in, and now look at this Vernon locking in a guillotine. A submission maneuver of his own, and that power and strength around the neck, that's gotta be uncomfortable and painful. Look at the way he's got it. Actually, very expert application here by the powerhouse Vernon. But JP, oh, look at this, powering up on his own, and a spine buster breaks the hold. Who could be winning here tonight? Who could be winning the World Heavyweight Championship fireman's carry position? But Vernon makes sure he gets out of dodge. And, oh, went for a discus clothesline, but Vernon just got rolled up out of nowhere. Surprising roll up by JP Masters.
And the winner of the match, and still Three Lions Wrestling World Heavyweight Champion, JP Masters!
JP Masters pulling out all the stops here tonight to make sure he retained against Vernon Price. Certainly dodged a bullet there. JP walking out with his championship and his pride still intact.
When you $4.99 makes me feel so luxury. When you $4.99 makes me feel so luxury. Never let yourself feel. 911, what's your emergency? I can't get the breath at $4.99. 911, what's your emergency? I can't get the breath, feel anything. I can't seem to breathe, $4.99. I can't seem to breathe, $4.99.
Call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system.
Sounds like you got a nasty cough.
Yeah? No shit.
Here, baby. Try this.
Soothe?
Yeah. Soothe annihilates cough and cold symptoms.
Wow, I'm seeing donkeys.
That's the patented cough-killing concoction of codeine, morphine, and alcohol. Your cold will be history. How's your cold now?
Who the hell are you?
I'm your wife, fool.
Soothe kills a cough fast. And for the kids' chesty cough, it's Soothe Junior, the medication that comes in a fun, animal-shaped container kids will love.
Hey, look at me. I'm binging on medication just like Dad. Ugh.
Oh my God, he's barely breathing.
No, that's just the medicine doing its magic.
Thanks to Soothe, his cough is history. With Soothe, you'll forget you had a cough, your name, or where to properly go to the bathroom. Feel better fast with Soothe.
Up next, after this segment we have with Kenzie Cray, we are going to have our main event of the evening. But of course, as I just mentioned, we're about to get a few words from our inaugural women's champion, the Lioness champion, Kenzie Cray.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the ring, from right here in Kingston upon Hull, she is the reigning, defending, undisputed, 3 Lions West Lioness champion, the Angel of Death, Kenzie Cray!
If you want to talk about dominant performances, in the last show we had an Adapt or Die, our pay-per-view, and it was the absolute most dominant performance of the night. Kenzie Cray putting away her former best friend Jasmine in a matter of seconds and picking up the inaugural Lioness Championship. Kenzie Cray, interestingly, not walking out with that championship, but we are here to await what she is going to say post her victory at Adapt or Die.
From the first Lioness match in 3 Lions to the first Lioness champion. But now a new destiny must be filled. So forget your queens of extreme and your hardcore harlots. I'm the physical manifestation of violence. I am the Angel of Death, and I am the Lioness champion. And I will be the most dominant woman's champion in history. It's my destiny. That's why for episode 8 I'm offering an open challenge to any woman in the back. Any woman who has no value for her own well-being and her life. Because whether you're good or bad, death comes for you no matter what. So come on, surely someone must be brave enough or stupid enough to challenge me.
Well, there we go, Kenzie Cray laying out the open challenge for the next episode in her slow and deranged delivery, but oh, what is this? I guess we're getting an answer to who's going to answer the open challenge for the next episode. I'm not familiar with this entrance music. Crowd seems to know who it is, though I don't think I'm familiar with who this is. Kenzie Cray awaiting who's going to answer, and it's probably not a smart idea to keep the Queen of Violence waiting. But surely whoever's answering must be prepared for... Oh, jeez! It's Jada Storm! That's why I didn't recognize who it is. We haven't seen Jada Storm in a good long while here in 3 Lions. If you want to talk about somebody who's expecting violence, it is Jada Storm, possibly one of the most dangerous women's wrestlers you could face. A legitimate MMA badass.
You did a lot of name dropping back there. But there's one you didn't mention. Mine. The baby brutality. And you know what? I'm gonna take you up on that open challenge. Don't let that tournament fool you, because Jasmine got away with an injury for life. And when I'm done with you, she's next. See you soon, champ.
And here we go. This is our matchup we are going to see on episode 8 for the Women's Championship. Jada Storm versus Kenzie Cray. And oh, look at that. That was maybe not a smart idea to do. It just pissed off Kenzie Cray.
What people see in fights, this is just so much of what we actually do. The training every day, getting up, knowing, oh, I'm sore, I don't want to train, but still doing it. And after training thinking, I'm so glad I did it. You should respect everybody, and you can learn from everybody. It's up to you to find out what it is. What can you learn from that guy? If you have that approach, I think your opportunities are endless.
He's helped you in your home. Tell me, Ellen, what are you gonna make?
Well, Chef, I'm gonna make shepherd's pie using only organic ingredients.
You stupid f***ing idiot! You forgot to put the f***ing salt in! Now, the angriest chef on TV is back. You call that pasta, you stupid f***ing c***! You're out of mushrooms, we'll f***ing go get some more! This time, he's helping Los Santos local food stands with their businesses. Oh, come on, you gotta be f***ing kidding. Catch the all-new season of Bastard Chef, Wednesdays at 9, only on CNT.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is our main event of the evening. The second championship match for tonight. The Global Championship will be defended by Jordan Richard against Max Harlton, as it was set up post Jordan Richards' successful title defense at Adapt or Die. Of course, the stipulation for this match was that Max was only going to get his Global Championship match if he relinquished the Legacy title, and as we saw, he clearly did at the mysterious beginning of tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the Three Lions Wrestling Global Championship.
As I was saying, as you saw at the mysterious start of tonight, JR giving what was formerly Max Harlton's Legacy title back to Everett Constanelli. Strange and foreboding messages sent there. This night could be shrouded in mystery, and what Everett Constanelli meant by JR could be of some use to Everett Constanelli. But Max Harlton finally finding himself some success here in Three Lions after an extensive losing streak, Finally picking up his victory against what was possibly the match of the night at Adapt or Die against Kid Fish. And instantly laying down the challenge to JR for the Global Championship. But JR didn't think he deserved it, so his admittance fee was what was formerly his, the Legacy Championship, which is now firmly back in the hands of surprisingly Everett Constanelli, showing up on a Three Lions wrestling show. Here comes the boos showering in for our global championship, Mr. Seven Figures JR. And I'll make no qualms about it. I don't really like this man either. He is filled with arrogance. He is filled with cocky attitude. He is filled with dastardly, underhanded deeds. As he comes out here with his girlfriend, Jasmine. And look, as much as I say I don't like JR, we have to admit he is possibly one of the best champions in this business right now. He is nearly no one has defended as many times as JR has, and definitely not nearly as successfully as JR has. He has done a lot of hard work to make sure that this global championship is the most prestigious and the most coveted title in this business, and that is in fact kind of why it is the main event of tonight rather than what the World Championship was. He has made sure that the Global Championship is on level with our world title. And that is an impressive feat that almost no one can say they've done in this business. JR has cemented his legacy in this business, and it's only continuing to grow. Like a straight-up Seven Figures empire. You gotta wonder if that video that played at the beginning of the show is going to come to play in this match here tonight. As we still don't have answers to whatever it meant by his friend.
Introducing first, from Richmond, Virginia. He weighs in at 205 pounds. He is the voice of the Dreamer, Harlton! And his opponent, from Dallas, Texas. He weighed in tonight at 215 pounds. Introducing the reigning, defending, undisputed, three-line wrestling global champion, Jakub Mazur!
Well, you can firmly hear who the crowd is cheering to win this championship tonight. A lot is on the line for both men. This is Jordan Richards' whole legacy. The weight of this whole promotion lies on his shoulders, and this is a lot for Max Harlton to finally get himself back to where he was before he feuded with Everett Constanelli. Now here we go, both men ready for the long haul here tonight. Both men staring each other down. They're sizing each other up. This is a matchup we have not seen before. We go into the collar elbow tie up here on a big shoulder tackle. And another one with the wrist control here. And, oh, Irish whips him now. And, oh, Max Harlton slams in that elbow. But JR gets back up real quickly, taken off his feet, taken off guard. JR has to resize and reassess his strategy here against what I would say is probably the better wrestler of the two, Max Harlton, but there is a plethora of other advantages JR has against Max Harlton. They might cancel each other out, and we could see a very even matchup here. As we can see the lockups here, and a headlock turned into running the ropes now. A multitude of leapfrogs. Just playing mind games here with JR, and baseball slides underneath the legs, and oh, a big Hurricane Rana takes over JR. Oh, and JR went with aggression, only got caught into a Japanese arm drag and another Japanese arm drag. JR maybe not thinking about what he's doing right now. But Max Harlton definitely has a surefire strategy here. Bounces off the ropes with another arm drag. Crowd applauding Max Harlton's superior wrestling skill. Jasmine telling JR what he's been doing wrong. Oh, Max Harlton faked out the 2 with the suicide dive and made Jasmine scream, interrupting their little conversation there. Max Harlton, so confident in his ability right now. He is playing games with JR right now. That is usually what JR does with his opponents. The roles are quite switched here. Max Harlton maybe studying his tapes with JR, with all of his matches with JR. Below JR, underhanded blow there with a gut kick to Max Harlton. Now rebounds him off the ropes, but Jasmine distracts Max Harlton to the advantage of JR. JR brought out Jasmine here for a very strategic reason. He doesn't bring her out here very often, but it's clear that he brought her out here with the intention of getting the upper hand on Max Harlton, the easy underhanded upper hand. Now big neck breaker there. When he follows up, oh, just a straight stomp to the jaw of Max Harlton. Oh, and a forearm as well. Slow, methodical pace early on in this match, and oh, a swing neck breaker. So many ways for JR to use types of neck breakers in his match. That is a lot of his grappling offense. He likes to use that neck breaker. He likes to target the neck. That is the central area of where a lot of your nerves go to. If you cut off where those nerves go, it will be hard to feeling in your arms and legs. It'll be much harder to wrestle if your neck has any significant damage. And JR knows that. That is what JR is going for here as well with the chin hold. Max Harlton tried to get out of it there, but JR just wrenching it even tighter. As you can see there, KT tape on the shoulder of JR. That shoulder has been injured for quite a long time. He has been wrestling through injury. That is a target that Max Harlton could be going for later on in this match. But Max Harlton elbows his way out of the chin hold on a big European uppercut. But JR slams in that gut kick again. Now multiple knee strikes and one to the face. Stumbles Max Harlton there. Unprotected knee strike straight to the nose of Max Harlton. Referee checking to see if he's okay to continue. And another knee strike straight to the face. Now look at this cravat neck breaker. Goes into the cover. Had the crossface on there for the cover. Kind of a lackadaisical pin by Jordan Richard. Elbow backs him into the corner now. Hammering in even more. Back elbows to the side of the head. And he falls up with a forearm scraping across the face. Dirty tactics here by JR. Just stomping him in the corner. Just stomping a straight mud hole in him. And this is how JR assumes his dominance in the match. Just so many cocky and underhanded maneuvers. Closed fists to the side of the head. JR clearly doesn't care for the well-being of his opponent in this match. Oh boy, the crowd is pulling no punches against JR tonight. They are having none of his shit. But Max Harlton able to power his way out of that suplex position. He turns it into a crucifix roll-up. But JR is able to kick out from that surprise roll-up. And now look at this. Turns it into a crossface, kind of a version of Orion's belt. Shades of one of Max Harlton's signature rivals, Orion James. As he's got the cross-face locked in here, but JR rolling out of it. And now, oh, big gut punch there. Now just wrenching at the face again. Going after that nose that he might have injured from that knee strike earlier. Stomping it into the mat. JR targeting that nose, and if you break that nose, it's much, much harder to see in a wrestling match. And oh, just slams his nose against the upper rope. And those ropes are not soft, ladies and gentlemen. That is very hard and a face buster. If he breaks that nose of Max Harlton, it'll be very hard for Max to see because your eyes start to water. A kick out there by Max Harlton. And if you can't see because the tears in your eyes, it'll be nearly impossible to wrestle. JR, oh, just slamming Max against the mat. Oh, jeez. Crude maneuvers by JR, nothing fancy here. And oh my God, headbutts by JR. Something we never see JR do. But he's clearly got Max Harlton rocks here. Because Max isn't able to defend himself right now. As he just keeps kicking him across the face. JR knows exactly what he's doing. He could be also trying to provoke Max Harlton here. And oh my God! What a DDT! And that's all it took for Max Harlton to get the momentum back in his corner. Just one powerful DDT to the head of JR. Now look at this, he's got him in powerbomb position. Hammers his way out of it though, and oh, went for a forearm there, but Max Harlton, he's fired up now. Going for that shoulder, and it's clearly bothered JR there. Multitude of elbows, but JR went for the waist lock there. Max Harlton able to arm drag his way out of it. Irish whip now, but JR able to reverse it. Puts him into the corner, and oh! And oh my God, what an enziguri, wrapped it around his head. Now look at this. Oh! Leg trapped back suplex. Dropped him on the back of his neck. But JR kicks out. Max Harlton nearly had the global championship at the grasp of his hands. Now Max Harlton going up to the top rope. Oh, but Max may be feeling the effects of all of the crude offense Jordan Richard has had against him. Max Harlton has a plethora of top rope maneuvers he could be going for. He could even be looking for the maximum risk. But that's a little canceled out right now because JR has gotten back onto his feet. And oh my God! Oh jeez! What a scary fall there. Max Harlton took way too long to get onto the top rope. But JR had it scouted and just did a very, very dangerous thing to Max Harlton. Drop kicked him off the top rope and onto the mat outside. A dangerous tumble there. One of the medics is checking on Max Harlton, be able to see if he's still able to continue. But oh, look at that, Max Harlton just pushed off the medic, and oh my God, JR saw it all happen, and he took advantage of it with a suicide dive. We didn't even see him run, he just went for it. He's got Max Harlton rocked. Max in the underdog position here. Oh, signature hammerlock DDT. He goes for the pin, but Max Harlton kicks out. JR shocked that he didn't get the victory there. And now just look at this. JR knows exactly what to do next, and that's just hammer in all the fists you can. Oh, and all the knee strikes too. Oh my God, he's not stopping either. The crowd not happy with this violent display we are seeing from Jordan Richard. Maybe a newfound aggressiveness
won't you just die, Maxwell?
Oh my God.
This is it for you, bitch.
JR, never short of any trash-talking lines, but did you just hear me just asked why won't you die? But Max Harlton got him in the fireman's carry position. JR hammers his way out. Oh, went for the thrust kick, but he caught it. Now he turns him around. Oh, back suplex takes both men down. But it's obvious Max Harlton has taken way more of the offense and the damage. But Harlton finding this insane second wind. A kip up. Max Harlton is hyped. A big clothesline takes him down in another. And another one takes him down. JR props himself into the corner and oh, big splash by Max Harlton into the corner. Using his body like a weapon. Now, straightjacket position into the power bomb. Oh my God, running sit-out power bomb. He goes for the cover, but Max Harlton doesn't get the victory there. This has been a very, very physical matchup here. A very violent and intense one. But Max Harlton, with his second win, has found himself in the position of power. Oh, look at this. He could be looking for Dreamer's Echo, but JR got him out of it. He's got him in powerbomb position, carrying him over. Maybe looking for that signature buckle bomb super kick, but Max Harlton knows it's coming. He gets him out of it, and oh my God! Hurricane Rana's him into the middle rope, into the middle turnbuckle, head first. JR might be out cold, and now Max Harlton going up to the top. He could be looking for maximum risk, but oh, Jasmine distracting Max Harlton, making sure that he's not able to seal the deal against JR. Fending for her man. Max Harlton gets back up, and oh my God, he's just met with a straight jumping knee strike directly to the face, and oh, gift to Jasmine! He goes for the cover, and that is it. The distraction by Jasmine and the gift to Jasmine seals the deal. JR retains his championship. And the crowd is not happy about it.
And the winner of the match, and still Reliance Wrestling Global Champion,
Jordan Richard continues to cement his legacy here in Three Lions. Now we can look at all these brutal maneuvers Max Harlton hit on JR. Clearly JR is feeling the effects of it post this match, but Max Harlton was not short of receiving a lot of offense here from JR. Look at that replay, another angle of that surprise suicide dive, and a hammerlock DDT almost sealed the deal against Max Harlton, but Max Harlton's heart did not allow it to happen. That big power bomb almost sealed the deal for Max Harlton, but JR wanting to keep his legacy, but the gift to Jasmine, ironically after a distraction by Jasmine, made JR retain his coveted global championship. Now JR, he's got some words post his victory.
Maxwell, you gave me the most difficult fight since I've been global champion. I must admit, well now, for me it's time to take this belt home and face Terry Atkins. Me facing Terry Atkins will be my 11th title offense. Like, damn, it's been a great run, and nobody can stop me, but enough about me. And on to you, Maxwell. Shit. I know I said, if you lose to me, your time here at 3 Lions is all over. But I must admit, what you've done in this small amount of time, you deserve to be here. Long story short, just know, you've earned my respect. And from the crowd's reaction, they love you here. And you're welcome here in 3 Lions anytime.
Wow, what a surprising show of sportsmanship by Mr. Seven Figures. Max Harlton is allowed in 3 Lions whenever he wants. That is a surprising show of politeness by JR. Wow. Maybe a change of heart we're seeing here by our global champion. What a shocking night tonight. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I have been your solo commentator forever and... Oh, wait a minute. That's Constanelli. What is he pointing at? Oh my God! It's TJ Stark! I thought he was dead! So this is what Constanelli meant by his friend. Oh, this could be a start of a dangerous force here in 3 Lions.